Congratulations. And I got this for you.
Congratulations. All right, city council reports, Jim?
Not this time, Your Honor.
Kevin?
Nothing this time, Your Honor.
Russ?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
John?
Not this time, Your Honor.
All right, Renee?
Thank you, Your Honor. I just wanted to mention that I enjoyed a wonderful dinner with the Mati Asher delegation from Israel. Councilman Sandega was at that as well. And I just want to thank the staff for putting that together, Clyde Evans and his group. It is more than a notion, putting together an extensive trip or, events where these individuals went to and attended in the various meetings and offering West Des Moines hospitality to the group from Mata Asher. So thank you, Clyde, and your team and everyone that was involved in that. And it was a wonderful, wonderful affair. And also with Councilman Trimble and myself attended the West Des Moines Chamber monthly event to really just get a sense of understanding what's going on the political front that might have any impact on what we're doing here in West Des Moines. So proud to represent West Des Moines on those two events.
Okay, Tom?
No report, Your Honor.
Item 4, consent agenda. Any council member want to pull any item?
4K1.
Okay, I take a motion for the
Can
balance.
we sign back in? Can we sign in
Yeah,
before
we
we do
need to
that?
sign back in.
Sorry, guys
All right.
and ladies.
Five members present.
Okay, we had a motion and a second for the entire consent agenda except
I don't think I
for-
got the motion in
So
second.
moved.
Okay, all right, please vote.
5 yes.
4K1 is approval of professional services agreement for Valley Junction Business District pavers and sidewalk.
I'm going to abstain from this because it involves my employer.
Move.
Second.
All right, please vote.
4 yes, 1 abstention due to potential conflict of interest.
All right, item 5, old business. There are no items tonight on the agenda. Item 6, public hearings. We have a number of them tonight. Item 6A, the council's being asked to approve a motion to withdraw the request.
Move to withdraw the request.
Second.
Questions or comments? All right, please vote.
5 yes.
6B, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider Unity Point Clinic, 4055 Westtown Parkway, vacation of a 20-foot public sanitary sewer easement and acceptance of new easement initiated by Central Iowa Hospital Corporation. It was continued from the September 3rd agenda. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
August 28th, 2019 in the Des Moines
Have you
Register.
received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
Now would be the time for anyone in the audience that would like to address the City Council on item 6B. All right, seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. The council communication indicates there's no outstanding issues, and this came through Development and Planning Council Committee. We can take both resolutions together.
Second.
Questions or comments?
This corridor just keeps getting better. 7 years ago, it was struggling, but we've had a number of great projects down here, so I'm really happy about this.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, please vote.
5 yes.
6C, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider West Green Industrial Park, 175 South 9th Street, vacation of public utility easement initiated by Reed. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 6th, 2019 in the Des Moines
Have you
Register.
received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
All right, now be the time for anyone in the audience who would like to address the City Council on item 6C. All right, seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. We have a resolution to approve the vacation request, and there are no outstanding issues.
Move approval.
Second.
Questions or comments? Okay, please vote.
5 yes.
Item 6D, the City Council is being asked to continue this to the October 7th agenda.
Move continuation.
All right, please vote.
5 yes.
6E, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider the 2018-19 fiscal year Community Development Block Grant Program Consolidated Annual Performance Evaluation Report initiated by the City of West Des Moines. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 6, 2019, in the Des Moines Register.
Have you received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
All right, now would be the time for anyone in the audience who would like to address the City Council on item 6E. Seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. It's a resolution to approve the report.
So move.
Second.
Questions or comments?
I would just say I appreciate the good work that we've been doing with the CDBG funds. I think we're always putting them to good use and helping a lot of people. And you can see that if you look at what we did in 2018-19, we helped 250 people with Transit Pass program and 33 people prevention of becoming homeless. And or those are the goals. And we actually hit, 235 people with homeless prevention. So, and I know that we didn't acquire any rentals, but we did that. We've done that coming just recently. So really putting the money to good use and helping a lot of people with this. So.
And I'd like to just add too that, there is always this a notion that West Des Moines folks don't really need assistance. And I think that this document, all that you have to do is read that and know that the need is there.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
we just have a phenomenal human services agency that I think really does address the needs in this community. And so I'm really pleased to see this and was happy to read it.
Well, now, Theo, we'll have our Sunday supper here, the last Sunday of September, and I think I'm anxious to get the stats, but if I remember right, last year, Human Services helped. I think it was a little over 5,000 individuals here in our community. So it does have a big impact, and we're proud to continue to say we're the only city with a Human Services Department. All right, please vote.
Kudos, I would say, too, to Christine Gordon, who, helps with the allocation of these funds and helps with a lot of these programs, too. So.
Okay, please vote on 6E.
5 yes.
6F, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider the vacation of public roadway and termination of public roadway easements, former Army Post Road, Southeast 11th Street and Pine Avenue, initiated by the City of West Des Moines. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 11th, 2019, in the Des Moines Register.
Have we received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
Right now be the time for anyone in the audience who would like to address the City Council on item 6F. Seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. It's a resolution to approve the vacation of public street right-of-way and release and termination of public street right-of-way easements.
Move approval.
Second.
Questions or comments? Okay, please vote.
5 yes.
6G, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider vacation of a portion of Boonville Road right-of-way and termination of public roadway easements and conveyance of a portion of vacated Boonville Road initiated by the City of West Des Moines. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 11th, 2019, in the Des Moines Register.
Have you received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
All right, now would be the time for anyone in the audience that would like to address the City Council on item 6G. All right, seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. We have an ordinance and a resolution which we have to take separately, so the first item would be the first reading of the ordinance.
Move consideration of the first reading.
Second.
Questions or comments on the ordinance? Okay, please vote.
Five yes, an ordinance of the City of West Des Moines, Iowa, vacating a portion of the Boonville Road right-of-way.
Move approval of the first reading.
Second.
All right, please vote.
5 yes.
Second item is a resolution to approve the termination of public roadway easements and conveyance of a portion of vacated Boonville Road.
Move approval of the resolution.
Second.
Questions or comments on the resolution? All right, please vote.
5 yes.
6H, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider the sale and conveyance of property located near the intersection of Southeast 11th Street and Veterans Parkway, initiated by Herd Land Company, LLC. This is continued from the June 17th and July 1st City Council agendas. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 11th, 2019, in the Des Moines Register.
Have you received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
Okay, now would be the time for anyone in the audience who would like to address the City Council on item 6H. All right, seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. We have two resolutions and a motion which we can take together.
There's actually just one resolution.
Okay,
Move approval of the resolution.
Second.
questions or comments? Okay, please vote.
Five yes.
6I, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider the conveyance of excess property to Herd Real Estate Services, Inc., two small parcels adjacent to Veterans Parkway, initiated by the city of West Des Moines. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 11th, 2019, in the Des Moines
Have you
Register.
received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
Now be the time for anyone in the audience who would like to address the city council on item 6I. Okay, seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. We have a resolution to approve the conveyance of the property.
Move approval.
Second.
Questions or comments? Okay, please vote.
Five yes.
6J, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider Mid-American Energy Rexplex Foundations, initiated by the city of West Des Moines. Ryan, would you please read the date that notice was published?
September 6th, 2019, in the Des Moines Register.
Have you received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
All right, now would be the time for anyone in the audience that would like to address the city council on item 6J. All right, seeing no one, I'll declare the public hearing closed. We have two resolutions and a motion which we can take together.
Move.
Second.
Questions or comments?
I've noticed that the bid, I don't know if the bid climate is getting worse. People have got a bunch of work and they're just busy or what, but now the last couple bids looks like a lot higher than what the, well, not a lot higher, but it's higher than what the engineer's estimate has been.
Seems like just this project though, because I think this is the second
Yeah.
one in a row
Yeah.
on this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I almost wonder on that, why these are coming in so high.
But the last one was because of steel-based was one of
Okay.
the reasons. And this one, the good news on this is the contractor who got the low bid is also going to erect the steel. So I think it's good that they're the ones that's going to be doing the footings and foundations.
Okay.
Hopefully, and we'll see the next major one's coming before you will be the general contractor for the front of the building. And they'll be in front of you in November. So hopefully we get more
Yeah.
bidders interested in this.
I mean, I feel like they know we're on a time schedule. We want to get this project
Could be.
going, and so they're
Right.
putting in a little bit higher bids than they normally would. And frankly, if this is going to keep happening, you know, I'd say we throw the bids out and start over, but this isn't that much higher than what we estimated.
I
so,
would guess it also has something to do with the time of year we bid them as well.
Could be.
So,
Okay, please vote on 6J.
Five yes.
6K, this is the time and place for a public hearing to consider the levee trail improvements initiated by the city of West Des Moines. Ryan, would you please read the date the notice was published?
September 6th, 2019, in the Des Moines
Have you
Register.
received any written comments?
None, Your Honor.
All right, now be the time for anyone in the audience who would like to address the city council on item 6K. All right, seeing no one, I'll declare the
I
public
do have a
hearing-
question.
Okay,
As I looked at this as well, and again, not my major area of expertise, when I looked at the bids, the biggest difference was the 125 and 140 and 183. And it's regarding the
Pavement. And so I guess not knowing,
Five yes.
7B, Cedar Ridge Plat 3, southwest corner of Coach Light Drive and South 91st Street, subdivide property into 26 single-family lots, 2 outlets for stormwater management and future access, and 2 street lots. Chase Holdings LLC, it's a resolution to approve the preliminary plat, and there are no outstanding issues.
move approval.
Second.
Questions or comments? Okay, please vote.
Five yes.
7C, Courtyard at Kings Landing, northeast corner of South 100th Street and Stagecoach Drive. Approval of a site plan to develop a 79-lot detached townhome development, Caliber, Iowa LLC. It's a resolution to approve the site plan, and there are no outstanding issues.
Move approval of site plan.
Second.
Questions or comments? All right, please vote.
Five yes.
7D, Raccoon River Basin 5 Lift Station, 3105 Southwest Grand Prairie Parkway, construction of a sanitary sewer lift station, Raccoon River Land Company LLC. It's a resolution to approve and release the plat of survey, and there are no outstanding
Move approval and release of the Plata survey.
Second.
questions or comments. All right, please vote.
5 yes.
7E, Raccoon River Basin 5 Lift Station, 3105 Southwest Grand Prairie Parkway, construction of a sanitary sewer lift station, Raccoon River Land Company. This is a resolution to approve the site plan. There are no outstanding issues.
So move.
Second.
Questions or comments? All right, please vote.
5 yes.
Okay, item 7F has been removed from the agenda tonight. Item 7G, request for installation of street light, 1000 block of 7th Street, Stephen Boyd. This is a motion. Well, actually, there's a correction, Tom, from you today that indicated that the council subcommittee voted 2-0 to recommend the installation of this street light. I believe the staff still is recommending against it because it doesn't meet the standards, but the 2 city council members there are recommending that the light be installed. So is there anything else you want to add to this?
No, well, I'm personally, I'm in favor, but I think it's good to go forward with this particular one, but, you know, they were defending the basic policy we have, but I think in this case, we should go ahead forward with the street light.
Okay. Someone want to move
Move.
7G?
I'll move it.
Okay, so, but it was the motion, we've
For
got to change the
approval.
motion because the motion
I'll
is to
move it.
deny it. So we got to move to a.
No, a motion to move forward with the installation of streetlight. I would
Yeah.
proceed. That's
Okay.
my motion is.
Which is correct.
I just wanted to clarify that we were getting,
Is there a second?
second.
Any other questions or comments on 7G?
Yeah, I would just say this. I don't think staff is wrong necessarily to not recommend it because when you don't have, when you're not basing it on certain criteria, you could have a bunch of people come in and request the same thing, and how do you tell them no? But we've got 2 council people that feel pretty strongly after they've reviewed all the evidence surrounding the situation that this calls for it, and so I'm going to support this tonight, but I'm very careful to do this just for that reason, that I don't want to set a precedent that somebody else comes in and, you know, saying that they can't see, they want brighter lights and whatever, but
And that
I
was
think
my,
this is justified based on,
yeah, that was my initial concern as well, is that, you know, yes, it doesn't meet the warrants and criteria. And I was concerned that it's going to, you know, basically, you know, open the floodgates, but after
But I have a,
further consideration, I don't think it's going to really do that. So I think we still got our policy. Staff needs to continue to follow that policy.
agreed.
And I appreciate the position you guys took with this. So
I do have a question. What were the extenuating circumstances for approving this against staff recommendation? Just
The operating costs, I actually went out there and I measured the distance, so there's not a precise measurement. So in one case, it's actually closer, in another case, it's wider. This is kind of a gray area, the way when I measured it. And so it's not really affecting anybody. The cost to us is minimal. It's the operating cost. The Mid-American Energy pays for the street light. So to me, it's fairly gray, and I think 9 of the 10 residents on the street wanted it, and so that's what made me support it.
I was
So
going to say,
Okay.
that was instructive to me, that 9 out of the 10 signed supportive of it, so.
There's some safety concerns raised by
Yeah.
Rod. And to Russ's point, I think now I can recall on a couple of occasions where the council has gone ahead and authorized something that didn't quite meet warrants. There were 2 4-way stops, if I remember, 60th and Vista, and then South 35th and Fuller because of safety concerns. So it's a rare occasion, but I think that's one reason that local government, you have elected people.
Yep,
So
totally agree.
very rarely do we not support those issues, but on rare occasions we do, and it hasn't created huge issues for 4-way stops because we approved those 2 over the years.
right, that's exactly my point.
Okay, please vote.
Five yes.
Item 8, receive, file, and/or refer. There are no items. Item 9, other matters. Are there any other matters that anyone on the council wants to raise tonight? Okay, we will adjourn the formal city council meeting, and we have a brief executive session to discuss potential acquisition or disposition of real estate.
I run back for Iowa Walls. Then there's a WRA meeting I noticed in the afternoon, which it's almost a waste to go down there, but I